Welcome back to another episode of City Skylines on Turner Mountain. And last episode we built this beautiful looking stadium over here with like lots and lots of parking spots. We've got like a couple of train stations and also one walkway where people can actually enter the stadium. And I was going through the comments of the last episode, and one guy was actually had one suggestion, and that was actually a great suggestion. He said you probably should build like another entrance route for like the opposite team. We're actually entering the stadium, and so I did. I actually did it over here, and I built it over here at the opposite side of the stadium, and it's also close to the highway, so that's a good thing as well. And it is heavily secured, so we got like some police officers over here. We got like some bollards over here that will actually retract when a car is coming and go up when a car isn't arriving. The same goes for over here. We even got a couple of gates. These gates will actually close when the bus of the opposite team is coming to the stadium, and so on and so forth. And it is actually a great suggestion, and I think this is gonna be like a really nice addition to the stadium, and overall it just looks really great. I already like it. So what we're going to do today with the episode is we're gonna build this suburb. I already have built it, but I'm gonna start a time lapse of me building this entire area. You guys will see that, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. we are back. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed the time lapse, and what we got going on is a first look at our new suburb area over at our city. But first of all, what I actually want to show you are like a couple of things, because I've improved upon the city as well as like the downtown area. So we got like the suburb over here, then we got like another suburb over here as well. They're like quite similar, and then we got like the entire downtown area with like the stadium we built last episode. But what I have placed down in this downtown area is like a couple of buildings, a couple of houses as well, high density residential areas as well, and they're quite close to each other. So this entire area, like the entire downtown area, is built on a slope, so that's why it's sometimes really difficult to have like or to drop down. You can see like I already have done that with like keys and stuff, and over here as well I actually went down like a little bit, and I just made sure for the clean look to have like keys and stuff. And over here I did the same thing. So right now we are like on the normal level, like I think it's like 76.5 or something like that. And because of the fact that this one is a little bit higher, yeah, I actually need to have like a couple of keys placed, and right now you can see it's a lot cleaner. So what I've done, instead of like having like some sort of a mountainy slope to it, I placed like a couple of keys. Same goes for over here. And right now what I did with that extra space, I placed like a couple of like apartment buildings, some US apartment buildings. Yeah, it actually looked quite good. So as you can see, it's pretty packed, it's really dense. As you can see, there's not a lot of like area in between. There's like a little bit, and I'm actually noticing this, like you got like some fire escape stairs over here, but you cannot go anywhere. So I don't know if that's approved upon the fire department. I think the fire department should actually take a look at this, because of the fact that if they are escaping, they're pretty much trapped. Alright, so ignore that. But anyway, it's really dense, so that was actually the point I'm trying to get across. Then we got like an odd building, and that's like this office, just in case, because of the fact that we got like this train station over here, the sunken train station, and people will still go mad with them. We got like crazy noise pollution over at this side of the city. So we got like yeah, from this sunken train station as well, we got like crazy noise pollution. If I zoom in a little bit, you can see like people go crazy with like noise pollution and stuff. So that's something I want to avoid this time. So that's why I actually placed like an office over here, and then we got like, I think we even got like an other office over here as well. This one is a little bit bigger. It got like lots and lots of jobs. But yeah, just to keep the noise pollution out for these guys over here. In between the train station and the office, I squeezed in a little post office. I had a little bit of room left, so I actually decided to place like a post office, and it is actually perfect over there with like the keys and stuff. The post office itself, it looks really nice. Like with the key and stuff, we got like the key, it's separated like this lower area from this higher area, and it just looks absolutely fabulous. I really like it, especially like with this little space over here we got like between the key and the building. I placed like a couple of parking spots for like the DHL vans and like the DHL trucks and stuff. And what I've done for areas where I couldn't place like keys and stuff, I just have thrown down lots and lots of rocks and just started decorating. I think this one, like this small park as you could call it, looks really nice. And then we got like the chain fence just to fence it off, because of the fact that this is like a post office, so nobody should be here if they aren't authorized about that. But just look at the amount of detail I tried to put into like this little area. It is crazy. I think it turned out pretty nicely, and I'm really happy about it. So actually, let's move on to the suburb. So let's move into the suburb itself, and these suburbs actually only consisting of like apartments. The same goes for over here, like with these suburbs over here. And these suburbs are also, I think these suburbs were constructed in episode 15. Links will be in the description down below, and it's gonna be an annotation on screen right now. And they're quite similar, so let's get into it. So once again, lots and lots of details I tried to put into this area. As you can see, we got like some poorly maintained parking lots. We got like lots and lots of trees, vegetations, even a couple of decals as well. And let's actually jump right into this area over here. So as you can see, we got like some sort of a construction area going on, or some sort of an police investigation. I don't know what's going on. What I try to put in is like lots and lots of detail. Even in this small area, we've got like lots and lots of police officers with the police cars. We even got the fire department, because of the fact that we got like a couple of pipes running across, and we even got like some bulldozers and stuff just to excavate this entire area out and yeah, bring like the sand and stuff back to a warehouse or something like that. And that's why I actually use like the bauxite ore, because they go really well with like these gravel texture. So they actually go really well. As you can see, this one is also a little bit brownish, and the same goes for like the bauxite ore. So that's why I placed a couple over here, like in the hole itself, and then a large or a medium patch of bauxite ore like close to the to this hole, because they actually excavated the entire area, and it's supposed to be sand. But what I also have placed down in this hole are like a couple of air wings, and like it's like some sort of a crime scene investigation area. We got like a couple of broken down cars. And what I also have placed down, just to give it a little bit of a nice touch, because of the fact that we are actually close to like a building, and this entire thing is like built on like foundation. I just actually built, or I placed like some sort of a foundation as well. So this is like a concrete foundation of like a building that belonged here and now is gone or something like that. So that's why I actually placed like this huge, immense concrete foundation area. But overall, it just looks really nice. Then we've got like 2 cranes just to lift these cars out, because you cannot actually drag them out. I think you cannot not even drag that out because of the fact that it's too steep and stuff. But overall, like the entire detail I tried to put into like this area alone, it is crazy. And then we got like next to like this police investigation area, we got like a couple of garage spaces, and also once again with like fenced off the entire area with like an opening for them, and lots of greenery as well, just to make this entire area a little bit interesting to look at. One thing what I also did is I placed a radio tower over here, or a radio mast, so it is really close to like these buildings over here, but it's like the only one in the town or in the city itself currently. So we got like, I think we got like a large radio mast over here. And then we got like, or a small one or a medium one over here as well. So at least they have, coverage for like radio and stuff. Because after this new update, you can actually switch to new radio stations. Currently there are 4 stations in the game, and I think there's actually a radio stations DLC pack what you can buy, but I'm not sure about that, so don't quote me on that. But that is pretty interesting that they've added that in. With the radio station, the amount of detail I try to put in over here is crazy. We've got like lots and lots of tall grass, some greenery, some bushes, some trees. And what I also have placed down are like a couple of propane tanks, because they need to stay warm when they're making some radio, because I think this should be like a radio shed or something like that, like a recording studio. Then we've got like a couple of sea containers, and then we got of course a couple of like boxes and like drums and stuff, and it just adds to like the entire thing. Like this one is like a little bit of a rundown radio station, but it's still operating and people are still using it. And then we got like a couple of curbs just to a little bit of a divide line like for the apartments and this area as well. So we got like the radio station over here, then we got like the train track, and this 3-road train track actually goes to like a 2-road train track, and people can actually get to the football stadium, and they can actually go into the city as well with like the train. I just gonna quickly go over like some other things I've added in like in this suburb as well. So we got like a couple of basketball courts with like apartments as well. Then we got like a big parking area for like people from these apartment buildings over here, so like these apartments over here. Then we've got like even like some more garage spaces, and also lots and lots of detail like close to the fence, and even like a small little tree with like a couple of flowers in them, just to give that a little bit of more detail. And then over at this side as well, we've got like a small parking, or not a small parking, but a small playground with like some toys where kids can play with, or like some things where kids can play with. Then on this side we even got like some more basketball areas, because in the suburb I prefer the basketball courts over the tennis courts. These basketball courts also look a lot better in this suburb than a couple of tennis courts. The tennis courts look a little bit out of place. This suburb is a little bit of a rundown area, and therefore, like I said, I prefer the basketball courts over the tennis courts, because those tennis courts actually look a little bit out of place in this suburb. What I also have done is place like lots and lots of decals over here. So I've got like lots and lots of crazy decals, flowers, bushes, just to fence this on a natural way off from like the rest of the downtown area. Right now, what I probably should do is do a little bit of on-camera building. So first of all, what I'm probably going to be doing is start off with building a road. And we're just gonna go for like these 4-lane small roads because they go really well in the entire city, and I already have placed like lots and lots of them. So we're just gonna go for like a little bit of something like this, and we got like the train station over here, so this is gonna have like crazy noise pollution. So what I probably will be doing is place like a couple more buildings. Oh, we got like a couple of these buildings over here. And right now it looks actually really good. So what we could do is, of course, we're gonna use the surface painter just to paint this a little bit of concrete. Otherwise it doesn't look that nice. So we're gonna go for like a little bit of concrete over here, and maybe we can actually add in another office over at this space as well. So the entire thing is filled up. I'm gonna go for like a small little office building. Oh, this will actually work well, I think. Oh, that was not something I want to do. Oh, you've got like a little bit of a parking space area going on. So we're gonna start off over here. Then maybe have like something like this. Oh, and that will... Oh, that actually works out really well. That actually works out really well. It looks really cool, especially over here. Like, it actually... looks like one building. That looks really cool. Great. So we probably should continue with a couple of these buildings close by. Like these buildings also look quite similar. Now I'm gonna use it for like another 90-degree turn. So we could maybe start over here and then have like another building like the other one. Also do the same as what we did over there as well. With like the move-in mod, we should be fine with something like this. And then like a small building in between is, yeah, should be okay. Oh, this one is small enough. Ah, that's good enough. And then maybe like end with a couple of apartments like this one. Yeah, that actually looks really nice. So right now we got the entire downtown area done. We got like, or not done, but still it looks a lot better than before. And then we got like a suburb as well. Yeah, let's start decorating. So one thing what's really important is I probably will place like a small garage over here. So we're gonna go for a garage. We got the garages in. We even got like a couple of markings that show where to park and where not to park. And right now what I probably should add in is like a couple of trucks that's actually delivering goods. And yeah, that actually will work within like in between the buildings with like one truck where they can actually on and offload a couple of things. So also what I'm going to use is the surface painter just to fill in these gaps. Otherwise it just looks a little bit strange with like some strange grass patches here and there. So that's why I'm doing that. And I probably should also add in like a couple of parking spots. Yeah, like a couple of parking spots over here. That will actually work out great. So we've got like a couple parking spots over here. Then we've got like one over here as well. What I probably should add in is like a couple more parking spots because there are like lots and lots of offices. So maybe over here there would be a nice spot to actually place one. Like do something like this. Or do something like this. Yeah, that will actually work. Great. And then probably also decorate this entire area as like a small little park. So that's something we're gonna do on camera with each other. And then I'm actually gonna call it quits for today. So we're gonna go to like, we actually need like a big tree. So we're gonna go for like a couple of these oak trees. So we're gonna go for a couple of these, maybe then also a couple of vegetation. Right now I'm actually spamming with the vegetation because it actually looks really great in combination with some grass. And then of course the decorative firs. These are actually my favorite tree. I use them quite a lot with like every build I do, because they're just so amazing. And these firs look really well. I actually like them a lot. A couple of trees maybe. Oh, that's actually way too close to like this entire tree line. And I don't know if you have noticed it, but this like some decorative trees, like these are oak trees, but because I placed them in a line, they're supposed to be like real decorative and stuff and real fancy. I don't know if it works, but for me it actually looks great. So let me know in the comments down below if you think it actually looks really great. I'm adding in lots and lots of grass patches, and as you can see within the combination with like the other vegetation, it actually looks really nice. One thing that's missing though is a little bit of color. And of course we need some rocks because of the fact that I'm using quite a bit of rocks in my build, I also need like rocks over here. So we're gonna go for a small, or not a small, but quite a lot actually. Maybe like a couple of these big ones as well. I normally don't place like a couple of these big rocks because of the fact that they're actually too big for my build, but occasionally I will try them and they also look really cool. A couple of these pre-generated rocks. And then of course like lots and lots of color. We need some color. Right now the only thing what we're having is green, so we're gonna go for a little bit of contrast, and especially some white will go really well with that, and maybe some red as well, because also red will, I think, yeah, red will also work like as a color contrast to green. Blue on the other end, I don't think that actually works quite good, so I'm gonna go for like a couple of red over here, a couple of like red flower bushes or red roses. It depends a little bit on, I think these are roses. Yeah, these are roses. And of course we need some tall grass clusters, so we're gonna go for like a couple of like these. And like then this entire park is done, so that's great. It's a really quick park. It's yeah, but it actually works, and that's what it all is about. And sorry for the weird camera angles because of the fact that this building is pretty high. It just lifts the camera up and it's really annoying, so sorry about that. Just place like a couple of these flowers in between, and then we should be fine, and that will probably be it for me today. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care and goodbye.